샛별
Oh no, there's no milk. There's no milk. I'm not real apparently.
Conscript Yuki gifted
Oh my
5
god, thank you so
subscriptions to
much,
the
Yuki. Oh,
community.
hold on. Hold on. Why don't I exist? What the fuck? What the fuck? What was up with that? I don't exist all of a sudden? Ow. It's been 6-7 years. Yes, it's been so long. Thank you so much, Yuki, for the gifted subs. Ah. We're schizo. You are schizo. You're schizoid.
6 just resubscribed for 14 months.
Thank you, Rue. How are you guys doing? Ow. Okay. Enough with the beers. Enough with the beers. Stop it. How is everyone? I forgot what your model looked like. You did? Ah. You're gonna give me... Stop it. You're gonna give me brain damage. Hold on. I forgot you were brown. You know... I don't blame you. Stop it. How do you guys have that many points? And, no, don't silence me. Stop that. Please, you promised you'd stop drinking. You promised you'd stop drinking. Please. That's really gross. I was saving my points for an art redeem. Yeah, we're past that a little. Not past it, but you know what I mean. But hi everyone, and thank you so much for your resubs. It means a lot. Thank you so much for being subbed for so long. Courtesy of our fallen chunnies. We drink because you didn't come back. Oh yeah. No, it's okay. I was just getting cigarettes. Is there a cigarette I can... There's gotta be a cigarette, right? There's gotta be a cigarette I can I can bring back. Kevin made a cigarette before, but it's not a good one. Cigarettes, yes.
Now just resubscribed for 21
Holy
months.
shit.
Cigarettes?
Thank you. Cigarettes. Thank you so much for being here. It has been, it's been so long. Do you know how bad our bones get without any milk? Yeah, I expect you guys to fully be brittle, like that brittle bone syndrome. When's our bedtime story? Did you redeem that? There was a lot going on for a hot second. We'll do that at the end of stream. Yes. Because it is a bedtime story, so it's when I send you off to go to bed. If you have a specific one though, please let me know ahead of time just so I can set that up. But those are always at the end of stream because we have a lot of catching up to do. First of all, same as always, still a trud. It's been a nice couple, I think it's been like 3 weeks since I've seen you guys. When was the last time we saw each other? Do you guys remember at all? Let me check, actually. I think it's actually been July. No way I haven't seen you since July. Ow. What is that? What are you chewing? Hey! Stop it! No! Oh my god, thank you! Thank you, congratulations to Dulspoon, our soul, Proximo. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. You guys are crazy. Last seen July 24th. It says July 29th on my thing. So it's really been a month. Thank you, Mr. Anon. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support tonight. It's been a month, but honestly, we have come to some really severe. God damn it! Why is it still there? Thank you, Rue. God, I forgot you were a VTuber. No, yeah, I'm not a real person. Ow.
An anonymous user gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Congratulations, Ajacaris, and thank you so much, Rue. It really means a lot. Your support. Listen, the one thing that I fear.
Boy Clip subscribed for minus 69 months.
Ouch! Ooh, 69? 69? What was he going to say? Let me turn on some nice music. Barely even V-tweeted. Oh yeah, I went through an entire journey of turmoil this past week. Can you believe it? This past month.
We told you we were gonna junk you.
Where's the Chunny? Ow! Hey, settle down. Maybe it was the unarchived stream where you didn't send me the VOD so I can click you talking about. Dang it, that would have made for some. I think I still have it. It should Twitch store stuff for a little while. Let me pull the Chunny back in because he's not here for some reason. Where'd he go? Why does he disappear? Look at him. He's on his best behavior. I always love the Chunny. He deserve. Look at him. He's so cute. He's so cute. He just wants to listen in on whatever disgusting things you guys have done. He's not dead. Look, he's fine. Maybe held hostage a little bit, but besides that, look, he's got bones. He's got everything. He's perfectly fine. Hi, K-Ball. It has been a while. It has been so long. That's the best part of our archive streams. What? What did you say? What did you say? Do you want to die? Do you want to die? Hi, Oystitius. The blinking is such gas escaping the body. What? He's got a point. It's just like Woodrow Wilson. Have you guys seen that Woodrow Wilson speech where he was like, "Hi-yo, Mustard, here's a dad joke. Why can it be so annoying to drive a Skoda? What's a Skoda? The Czech Empire light is always the Czech engine." I butchered that joke. Haha, the Czech engine is always on. You were gone long enough for my bones to disintegrate. I'm so sorry. No, don't. You're not allowed to talk about that, Chunny. You can be quiet now. Do you think if I drown him, it'll be okay?
I have no idea what it is you imply.
No, down.
I am but a poor Argonian.
Down.
Oh
my god, that looks really bad.
And the good one is
Shut his mouth. Shut his mouth now. You better fuck him out.
Tail, you embarrass me, sir.
The only president joke I know is a DNA test ad where all the I'm so scared. Where all the black people had Jefferson as an ancestor. Oh god. That's a bad one. You know, that's from Key and Peele. When's a great Chunny takeover? Oh, okay. So let's talk for a second about what's happened after break. So in the span of, it's been a month. It's been 4 weeks. In the span of 4 weeks, I realized that I was so I was in shambles. I don't know how. Honestly, I look back at what I was like a month ago, and I have no idea how I was just still standing. Like, for genuinely. Oh yeah, this. I have no idea how I was in the flesh standing, right? And so, basically, all is forgiven. Yeah, you guys okay with me being gone for so long? Is it all okay? I don't know how I was still standing, because in the past couple weeks I've gone. Ow, Mr. No Nuts throws 400 tomatoes at you. Who are you again? No, that's my worst fear. That's my absolute worst fear was feeling like I was gonna be forgotten during not streaming, so then I got more scared. I've murdered DSP multiple times in DS2. Is he still playing DS2? I don't have the soul to watch his streams or give him an additional view. Ow. I forget people after a week of no talking. That happens. No, that doesn't happen. I remember everybody. I probably remember all of you. Even newer full. Do the face? This one? War crimes. War crimes. ADHD and lead poisoning. Did you have lead poisoning too? No way! Dude, you have lead poisoning too? Or had? I guess you... It'd probably be really bad to have active lead poisoning, more than likely. Did you also... I don't know what I got into as a kid to give me lead poisoning. I mourn the brain. Oh yeah, you definitely have it then if you sold or shit. With milk, you can see the effects of lead poisoning in her eyes. I like mathematics. It's good to have one of my streamers back. Wait, who's gone for you? Isn't most of the US lead poisoned? They do blood tests on the children, I think, to make sure they're not. Even my eyes dilate 3 times in a minute. Yeah, that's bad for you. You could eat pencils for lead poisoning. But yeah, I was in Oh, Tile! Congratulations, Tile! Thank you, Adricaris. Thank you so much. I'm 100% sure Tile will enjoy that. I think they told me to call him Tally. It's still a cute name. I think the boomer generation was basically all lead poisoned. Yeah, that's why when they go to the store and they check out, they stare at you like... or they'll order a burger, or they'll order a cheeseburger, and they'll be like, "Can I have a cheeseburger? But can you not put cheese on it?" And they'll just stare at you so deadpan. Oh, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is true. I haven't checked the statistics. Don't fact check me. It's microplastics is a new lead poison. Oh, okay. I keep going off the rails, but did you know that if your Teflon pan has a single small scratch on it, right? A scratch on your Teflon, the Teflon scratch, when heated up, releases like 9,000 microplastics into your blood, not into your bloodstream, but into your, like, your food. So by the time you consume your food, you've eaten like probably more than 9,000 microplastics. So that's probably bad. Hi, Ruby. Thank you for the alert, Void. Sometimes a cheeseburger meal is cheaper than the hamburger. Okay, that's true. That's true, but in the non-exceptional cases, it's probably a bad idea to do that. That's not enough. Well, it's 9,000, and then so I don't know if I told you this, but I made some really sticky egg maybe like a while back, and I was trying to scrub it off, and it wouldn't scrub off, and I was like, oh my god, I'm just gonna use this that fluffy ball of metal, the steel ball, I don't know what it's called. I'm just gonna use this to scrape off the egg. So I did that, and then I ended up making like, I ruined my mom's pan. I completely scratched off the Teflon, and I told her, yeah, the steel wool. I thought you said it was burger. Oh yeah, it was a burger. I thought it was eggs for some reason, because it happened with eggs too, but this time I made sure to just let it soak overnight and like use just this plain sponge. Use cast iron. Cast iron is expensive though. But anyways, I scratched up her Teflon horribly. So horribly. I was so scared that she'd see it, and then I fessed up. But anyways, I told her, don't use the Teflon pan, because this will release this is bad. Like you get like it's carcinogenic, right? And I told her, if you want to ingest like subtle amounts of cancer causing chemicals, go ahead, but we should probably throw this away. And then we didn't throw it away, and then she used it like 2 times already, and every single time she's used it, I'm like, man, if one tiny scratch, it releases 9,000 microplastics, microplastic particles, then what the hell is this pan releasing? This has got like a giant like apple-sized scratch all over. Like it looks like it's a circle. It's a circle and it's all scratched off. Thank you so much for more Thomas. Oh my god. Thank you so much. I hope you, well, I guess you guys haven't enjoyed stuff for the past month, but it's hard. The fuck it is. This basic brand is like $30. What brand of cast iron are you using that's $30? Isn't cast iron only good with the fire stoves? What are they called? Gas stoves? What advice do you have for VTubers? My biggest advice for VTubers is honestly just to see if they like making content in the first place. A lot of people go in, like, this is the #1 thing I always say. If you want to be a VTuber, have fun with it, but don't spend a lot on a model until you know that you really do like streaming and content creation, because otherwise you're just gonna end up reselling your model, and then it's gonna be passed around a gazillion times, as has happened with a lot of models this past year. So do a little bit of off-brand secret streaming before you commit to it. And then the other second big piece of advice I have is make a cohesive design. Complex is not always better. Okay, that's my big thing. Complex is not always better. Sometimes nice and simple goes a long way. But the design honestly matters because some people will have designs and it's really difficult to... I know that that's what they want and that's what they think looks cool, and that's okay. If they want to, you know, make a model like that and stuff and commit to it, that's their thing. But a lot of models that I've seen and their designs are very miss. And then spending a lot of money and putting it into a design that's very miss is like, it's just, it's not ideal for growth. You're gonna turn to Salmon from Spider-Man 3, but plastic? Yeah, I'll be Plastic Woman. Or Plastic Man. You never know what the plastic might give you. Well, it's probably some hormonal imbalance. Hi, Fluffy!
Underscore Damamu just resubscribed for 8 months. Twitchy Casio, what's up? Good to see you again.
Good to see you! I'm so excited to be back. I honestly needed, I'll go into why I needed the break in the first place, but I didn't know that I was gonna need it as much as I, you know, ended up needing it. Lodge brand. Don't have to use it on a fire stove. Okay, I'll try the Lodge brand then. Hold on. Lodge brand, Lodge brand, Lodge trees, Lodge trees, Lodge trees, Lodge brand. Lodge brand cast iron. There, I memorized it. And you need to season the damn things. The microplastic. Make the model a brown woman. No, don't make the model brown woman. I think I'm the color of my model right now. I can't really tell anymore. DC won't like calling yourself Plastic Man. Do they have a Plastic Man in the DC world? Can we do Battlefield streams again? That show was fun. Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about it tonight, but I don't know if Battlefield's honestly been super optimized. Where's the Chud stream tag? Do I not have that? Edit stream info. I have Gamer, Wholesome, ENVTuber. I think I can get rid of the ENVTuber one. Gyaru, Tomboy, Girl Failure, Chalk, Bnui, Hikikomori, VTuber. I think I can just get rid of Bnui, maybe? Bnui. Yeah, maybe that one or ENVTuber, because I'm guessing people look for their respective ones. And then just put Chud. Rubber Band Man. What is Rubber Band? Isn't that the equivalent of, what's his name from Fantastic Four? I'm a male VTuber. Yeah, it is harder if you're a male VTuber, but... Which I honestly don't get because... I don't know why. I think it's maybe the 2D appeal is not there for males. Because it's like, if you're a cam streamer and you're a guy... Honestly, I find cam guy streamers like a lot more charismatic than VTuber male streamers. I don't know why. Like, it's just funnier that way. But if you're a VTuber, it's not as funny. But then the girls are a lot cuter and funnier if they're 2D. But if I see like a flesh tuber that's a girl, then it's like I don't find her as amusing unless it's like one in a million. Like, there was a streamer a couple months ago that I saw and I was like, man, she's pretty funny and she's like a flesh tuber. Femboy bunny model. Ugh, no. You're not innocent, you know why. Well, yeah, but... No, you're right. You're right. But, there is like a weird discrepancy there. Even if there aren't camming, they're entertaining, like Demo D and Bro Team. I haven't watched Demo D or Bro Team. I think if they're cam, it can be much funnier because of the reactions. But it's like, for some reason, the reactions of a girl streamer aren't as funny. Or it's like, it doesn't hit the, like, so they can be, but it's very dependent. I guess that goes for everybody. But I honestly think males will succeed more as cam streamers than women cam streamers, and women VTubers will succeed more than male streamers that are VTube streamers. Men are better at yelling. You're right. I'm not allowed to yell. I'll get zapped. Hold on. Chud. There. We now have the chud label on the streams. Male cam streamers like Dreamable. Yeah. Just like him. Okay. I wish my Battlefield 6 ran better. It's so unoptimized. That's why I'm scared to stream it, because if I stream it, I'm gonna have to use, like... I haven't even made a PNG tuber for myself or anything like that, but I'm gonna have to use... Like, something that isn't killing my computer. So a blood transfusion... You're gonna need my DNA. I think he does low-key make more money than Cam Girls, not gonna lie. Dreamy? Does he still? I don't think he still does it, right? I think Fugi would be less stressed. Yeah! Yeah, I honestly would, but Fugi doesn't have the redeems, which is the biggest issue. Did you meet Productful? Yeah. He popped into stream, I think, one time. But I've been on break. Okay, so now on to the topic of why I've been gone so long for the...
You're gonna need my chun deep inside you.
Zap this chunny. Kaya sit. Kaya place. Pregnant. No. I think I would die, honestly, if maybe I got pregnant, but I don't want to think about that. I'm sure there's, like, gazillions of Filipino women that are, like, shorter than I am who have had plethora of children. So, actually, that would probably work out, right? Milk, any tips on how to let Battlefield 6 run? Play it on low. I had to put it down to, like, low, too, I think, or medium. Is Michael Bublé the father? No. I forgot I tweeted that out. That George Michael and Michael Bublé are not the same people. They're completely different folks with completely different strokes. Although, I think Michael Bublé, honestly, I haven't listened to any discography of him that is not Christmas themed. Milk's thinks she's gonna have a 10-pound baby. No. So who is Phone? Phone, huh? Phone what? But yeah, I took a much needed break from streaming. Oh my god. What's Phone? At work, gotta go, have fun. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Lorenzia joined the Thieves Guild, knowing there would be trouble if she were caught freelancing. One day in the barroom, she caught the eye of a known member of the guild, a bold young Khajiit named Ferris. She offered to bed with him if he would sponsor her for membership. He looked her over, grinning, and agreed, but said she'd still have to pass a test.
Is that another one? Why is there 3 parts to that one? Stop it! A bold young Khajiit. Hi, Red. Milk is destined to give birth to the new strain of humanity where the average height is 7'5". May God have mercy on her stomach. Dude, that'd be disgusting. That'd be an easy way to die. Was that Queen Berenzia? I don't know. All I know is that nobody beds with somebody else. For wholesome reasons. If you're worried you won't be able to handle pregnancy, just have the other guy get pregnant instead. You might be able to handle it better. Yeah, but I think the majority of guys wouldn't really enjoy... There's a lot of ways to go about this, and none of them are cool. Unless you have a C-section, then I think I can see guy. I can get behind guy. Oh no. Okay, I can get behind guys having C-sections. I mean, having a baby. Or you could also give people a C-section without them being pregnant. Have you ever thought about that? That's such a terrifying concept. I'm sure that's called organ trafficking. So I keep getting sidetracked. I was too big. I had to be C-sectioned.
What sort of test?
That's nice.
Ah, Ferris said.
That's not
Payment
nice for your
first,
mother.
Sweet thing. He put an arm around her.
It's just
leaned
like
over
passing a
and kissed
really
her,
big kidney
thrusting
stone.
his
No,
tongue
you're just
deep
gonna have
into
to
her
be
mouth and his free
C-section.
hand into her shirt. Nice, he said fuzzily, withdrawing his tongue, but not his hand. His other hand slid down inside her waistband and fondled her buttocks. Let's go upstairs. We can use my room. Berenzia felt both embarrassed and
What is-
excited by his
What
boldness.
is this? What is this? Thrusting his tongue deep inside her mouth. What is this? What is this book? Wystenius, have you become a book talk girl? Is that what's going on here? No shame on you, but I never pegged you for a book talk girl or guy. You could be a guy and like book talk, right? I don't know what's going on there. So we have to scar our bodies for your child. Fucked up. I'm just saying. That's an easy way to go. Hi, Lone. What did Todd Howard mean by this? I think he probably is into that weird shit. I was 9 pounds to 8 ounces. Holy crap. Dude. How... Your poor mother. Your poor mother. Thank God she didn't have to push you out, but... Oh, jeez. You did irreparable damage on that woman's back. Heard from my friend's wife that when you give birth, there's a chance... Yeah, that happens. It actually happens pretty commonly. I don't think you want to French the Catmen. Well, you have the Khajiits and you have the Algerians. No, those are real people, right? Algerians. Angolians? Angorians? It starts with an A. You know what I'm talking about. The fucking crocodile people. The leopards. Not leopards. Lizards. Elder Scrolls lore books get freaky. That is super weird. Guaranteed to shit yourself during childbirth. Yeah, you apparently during childbirth, there's like a gazillion horrible things that happen. You either shit yourself, you piss yourself, you can throw up, you can tear, you can die of blood loss, like random blood loss. You can get galore infections. They might have to use a vacuum on the baby because like it gets stuck, you know, because sometimes their shoulders are really big, and they have to like try to suck them out. There's so many things that can go wrong, man. It's honestly kind of scary. How's the Helldiver the Second? Huh? I haven't played Helldivers in a couple days. I honestly like Helldivers. I don't really care much about the Warhammer the Warhammer pass because it's like I don't play that, so I don't care about like the Space Marines or anything. She said 2 real countries somehow. Argonians are real countries? Wait, Argonia? My mother told me my head was so fat she passed out and I was born a day later. Did she pass out an entire day? Huh? We need a womb tech teleporter already. Stop making iPhones and put the portal device inside my wife. Now, well, you could do that, or you could have, like, external wombs, but then, like, I don't know. I feel like China's probably messed with that, right? They have had to. You said Algerians and Angolans. What about Argonians? Are Argonians real? Is Argonian real? Argonian. Oh wait, that's the one I was thinking of! That's the one I wanted to think of. The Argo... Okay. Okay, I have them backwards. Algerians and Angolans. And it turns out Argonians are the real ones. You mean artificial womb? Yeah, you could have artificial wombs. I don't know. I don't know if people would opt for that because I'm pretty sure the baby would probably be missing like really, really important care, you know?
Ferris grinned insolently.
Oh god, no.
Why bother? You want me, don't you?
Chunny,
I'll
we
bet
have to
you'd pay me,
we have to
wouldn't you?
scrub your mouth.
No.
We have
Valencia said.
to scrub your mouth
She
out.
did want him, but not that badly. No? Well, a bargain's a bargain and Ferris keeps his word.
Whoa.
Up here. Now. He hiked her skirt up and pulled her onto his lap so she sat astride, facing him. He opened her shirt and pulled it down on her shoulders so that her breasts were exposed.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That is not Twitch friendly at that point. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh yeah, I was telling my story. Reminds me, when is your Millie? Millie. My Bloodborne playthrough will be in October, as well as Silent Hill F a year later after it released. And Silent Hill
You're a good
4.
little cucumber, aren't you? You want to make
because
Daddy
we
proud?
have to do that.
Then why don't you get your green little body into this pickling jar filled of pickling vinegar?
What the
for
fuck
Daddy?
is this?
Oh, you still think you're a cucumber? Even after all you've done?
I think
Not
you guys
anymore,
need to get
my
off
sweet.
the
Or
book
should I
talk,
say,
not gonna
my
lie.
sour little pickle, get pickled.
Get off the book talk, please. Are we continuing the Ace Combat Marathon?
your
Before
story,
it
baby.
releases in September, yeah. It'll just be what? We got to Ace Combat 4, do Ace Combat 5, Ace Combat 6, play Ace Combat 7, and before the release date, and Ace Combat 8, I probably won't... No, it does get a PC port. It'll be fine. I'm just really scared. I'm really scared about what's gonna happen with, you know... Oh yeah, I forgot 6 shucks. Ace-tober, anything but a horror game. It'd be in September. And then we'd have Ace Combat 8, perhaps, if it can run. I'm really scared. Oh dear, I just noticed what part of the book is next. No, don't flip that page. I finally got around to downloading Ace Combat 3, but then I fucked up the patch and it was in Japanese. Suboptimal. No, I think that's the first game I had a patch for, and I didn't understand how to patch. I think I literally just combined the two files on some website or something. I don't remember. 6 is good, but 360 exclusive. It's not the one that sucked. Oh yeah, my story. Okay, anyways, after July, what happened after July? Well, I ended up starting going to the gym, because I was not feeling so hot, which surprisingly, muscle obviously weighs more than fat, so right now I weigh the exact same. So right now I don't know if I lost any weight, but I think I lost fat and gained muscle weight, so that's good. Like, it switched out, because like, I was not feeling hot at all. It was bad. I had 0 stamina, like probably the worst I've ever been in. And I was finally like, man, I'm gonna have to do something, even if even if it takes extra work. I'm gonna have to like really hustle, you know. And I, like I said, you won't notice visceral fat loss for a bit. Well, as long as I'm not gaining, it's fine. And I'm guessing I'm making muscles, because there's little bumps where I didn't know there could be bumps. Like, I never really did, like, back day or anything, right? And I've only done it a couple times, so it's not like I'm gonna see a difference, but I didn't know that the back had, like, muscles, you know? I didn't know that you had... Well, I knew that, but I didn't know that you could see them, right? There could be bumps there. Anyways, even if it's rough. So I started going back to gym, and I realized, like, how was I even standing? How was I living, you know? Cause like, I don't know, having limitations here and there is like,
Thank
you know.
you for this baby, she says from the back seat. He's beautiful. I laugh. You're
What,
responsible
a
for the
baby?
beautiful part, Rachel. The only thing you got from me was his balls. She laughs. She laughs hard. Oh, my God, I know, she says.
What?
They're so big. We both laugh at
Why?
our son's big balls.
What the-
Colleen Hoover,
What is this
love you up.
entry? Oh, yeah, Colleen Hoover. Of course it has. Dude, that's actually insane. He's beautiful. Our son's balls. Haha, they're so big. What is this? No, why are you reading that? Actual torment. Actual torment, you see. Oh. Also, nice streak. We were right to burn books. No, we can't burn them anymore in this digital area. Okay, guys, chill out with the text-to-speech. I'm really scared of... These are getting a little scary. I have to
Nice
brace
there,
for
kid.
impact.
She was facing the wall, but she could feel the stares
Oh.
of the other patrons. A hush had fallen over the place. Even the bard had stilled. She
Is this
felt
like the
both nausea
seductive
and
part
a
of the
hot
book?
burning desire. Her hands released his don't-kill-me twitch, and then it was inside her, and she was screaming in both pain and ecstasy.
What?
Then everything went black. When she came to herself again, she was sitting beside Ferris, who was buttoning her shirt. That hurt, she said indignantly.
What does that mean? What does it kill me twitch? Switch, I guess. That's what that was supposed to say. Oh, huh? Oh well. Penis milk. Oh. Yeah, literal pilk. That's literally what pilk would be. What the fuck? Maybe that's why this is so gross. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, it was bad as it could. Anyways, stamina low, blah 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 blah. I had to literally lock in.
Zarthgo just resubscribed.
Thank you for the
for 2
resub,
months.
Zarth. Thank you. So I wasn't really sure how I was even, you know, just because it's like it's no way, like it couldn't. Is this a book talk stream now?
Always does.
I'm afraid so.
Didn't anyone ever tell you about Kajid men? It hurts good though.
How do you
now,
call
doesn't
somebody
it?
kid if you just
Berenzia
bang them up?
snarled at him. She was still smarting. His penis had tiny little barbs on it. Well, the deal's off.
Okay,
if you
Chani,
like, he
you
shrugged.
have to be quiet now.
No, I didn't say that.
You have to be quiet
I
now,
want to wait a while, like a day or
please.
so before the next time.
Barbs.
Ferris laughed. You're okay, kid.
What does that mean? Why are there barbs? Oh no! No! I don't feel so good. Just like real. No. There should not be like any correlation between real cats and the Kajids, man. I mean, I guess realistically, yeah, but no. Hi, Holy Booba. Yeah, I'm back. It's disgusting. So yeah, I wasn't feeling so hot, and then I went back to the, and I'm trying to get in shape really hard and stuff. I'm still trying to get one push-up done, but I can lift more weight now, which is good and stuff. And I finally got, like, an inspiration of what I want to look like. So that's cool. But it kind of hit me during my break. And it was completely, like, I wasn't even planning to do better, right? I barely do 5 pull-ups. I want to do push-ups, and then I have to do pull-ups. And I have to do, there's another one I have to do. I don't remember. Was it dips? I don't know if you have to do dips. But it's gonna be a journey, I guess. I wasn't planning to, like, do better, right? Even at all. And then it finally hit me, like, holy crap. How is how is that? How, you know, like I was streaming like 4 times a week every week, and the other 3 days I would use them as like in between days to work on other stuff or like rest or have time to myself. And it got to a point where I was like, holy shit, like well, it's bad. It's bad if I'm getting winded from like doing basic stuff, which that isn't like super abnormal because it happens, but it's like you could like there was something off. So anyways, I decided to go start trying to gym and stuff, and I think I've been walking long enough this year to where I can finally just like comfortably get like go back. So I was like, why not give it a, you know, why not give it a shot? Because I'd already been working up like at least some physical stamina by using the treadmill, but that was only walking, you know, like I was getting winded walking, which is bad. But I do my treadmill walking on the days off every now and then. Not always, not like super insanely consistent, but still somewhat. And so I was like, okay, well if I can do that, then I can probably like work myself up. Anyways, it's like starting from scratch, which is really frustrating because like I said, I used to go to the gym and I used to do like be very physically active and all that. But it didn't hit me now, like till now, like it's starting from scratch. Like I don't know, I used to be able to lift like 25 of dumbbells, maybe more. And now it's like I'm lifting like 5 to 10. Maybe 15 on... No, we can't do 15 yet. No. We're doing like 5 to 8. 5 to 10 is what I'll say. At least for like the like chest and arm and upper body. Which is rough. That's like 5 a gallon. I don't know how many pounds a gallon of milk. I think it's you have to have 4 gallons in a pound or some shit. I don't remember. Pounds, not reps. Pounds, the little things, and it was really frustrating because I used to do more. Just so it's like, ugh. And so doing like what 12 to 15 reps with 5 is like was kicking my ass when I first. It still is a little bit, but it's like I'm working myself up. And then I was like, well, I want to be able to use my body more, like actual like other strength stuff. Pound, like what the Kaji did. Yeah, exactly like that. Except instead of doing that, you're carrying what the Kaji did. So it was like a realization of, oh shit, like I cannot keep just succumbing to everything, you know? Like, the stuff sucks sometimes, yes. I get really... I know where my limits are, which is a good thing. Because I'll be at the gym and it's like, if I start getting dizzy or feeling like I have to, you know, lay down, put my legs up and stuff, like, I can measure my limits, at least. But it's either, sometimes it's like, you can either stay there or you can try to go up. And it was time to go up. Yes, I wasn't just disgusted with myself, but I was like, holy shit, like, I felt like an old person. Like an old, like, really, I guess I sometimes feel like that. Sometimes I feel like an old lady, but that's a separate issue. That has nothing to do with with the physical capabilities. I'll explain that later. You're a granny in a 20-something-year-old's body. Yes, exactly. But that's just kind of my personality. That's like a separate issue. But yeah, so I started doing more cardio. I'm still really iffy on it. Like cardio like exhausts me. So I used to do so much cardio before, like years ago. And now cardio is like such a challenge, which frustrates me, but it's all a matter of working myself up, and hopefully one day I can finally just.
That's a lot of chunnies.
Whoa, you have one chunny for every month? That is a lot of chunnies. But yeah, I started working out, and so that's when I realized I need this. So it became a thing of like, I want this, you know, like everybody wants a nice physique, to a thing of I need this. Want me to make a stupid workout playlist? I have a workout playlist and it's called Cells. I haven't shared it with anybody though. But it's got all my Euro music. My Euro music and Cerebro, the Russian group. I need to hear what you're lifting to. I'll post it in the Discord. Hold on, I'll give you an example of what I'm listening to. Let me see if I can find one. It's, oh god, it's like 9 p.m. till I come. Or 6 Little Eggs, if you guys have heard that one. Rhythm is a Dancer's on there. Dr. Spiel is on there. I have this Rookie Ver guy that I've been listening to. His shit is kind of crazy. Hold on. Let me see if you guys can hear this really shittily. Ooba! Hello? Hi! Thank you so much for the gifted subs, man! Oh, Wystina is red as like Bunzaburo, Mikikik, and / congratulations. Just post it, don't risk copyright. Oh yeah, I guess so. I'll post it later, but it's got, Rudy Ver. I don't know that yeah, the 3 Russian woman band, yeah. Cerebral. More murder. No more. But thank you so much, Cube. Cube, I hope you're having yourself a wonderful day, and thank you so much for the gifted subs. And yeah, welcome in. I hope you enjoy stream. W Cube, exactly. Please say thank you to Mr. Cube. We're talking about exercise and the I don't know. I honestly think, even though looks maxing is a lot of people don't like looks maxing. They think it's like a really bad, damaging self-morale, like damages morale and is self-security and superficial, you know, goals. I honestly think that looks maxing is kind of what's driving me. Besides just wanting to, like, realizing that I need to get strong. I need to get strong. Ow, that made me dizzy. Fuck. I only thought about making a playlist because I was listening to my if you want to make one, make one. And I'll listen to it. If you guys want me to listen to any stuff, please.
Also, new job is getting me to trim up a lot because of the heat.
Sail foam? What's a sail foam? Oh, sail foam.
So it's nice.
Yay! Congratulations, Patches. Also, new job gives me a trim up because of the heat. Not really losing weight. I don't need to be honest, so it's nice. I feel like you need it. You need it, man. I want to work out more, but I'm busy all the damn time. Yeah, that's why, like, taking a break was so important, because it makes you realize, holy shit, you need this. Like, working out isn't about losing weight or looking good. It's about, like, your body in 50 years, whatever you do with it in your like youth years, it's going to affect how you are when you're old. Like your joints, your muscles, your back. And it's bad because if you're a hermit, if you're like a little if you're crabbing yourself and you're shrimping and you're in your chair shrimping and you don't do anything but shrimp all day, You're gonna shrimp your back to oblivion by the time you get old. Did you even listen to my Halloween and Christmas plays? I did. I'm just really sad I couldn't do karaoke for some of them. Get out of my head. You have to. I see you crabbing. I see you shrimping in your chair. Straighten your back. And that's what I realized too this month. We should collab soon. I definitely want to. I had a lot of fun. I should have honestly recorded the stream we did, but I was just having jolly fun with you guys. Maybe we need to do like a themed chat podcast thing or something. I don't know. Do you allow raids? I think so, yeah. I don't know if it's got like any specifics. Maybe like it has to be like an older channel and stuff. I like my Christmas one, mostly how it ended up. It was beautiful. I have to get more Christmas. I'm really insistent on getting into the old 90s Christmas spirit this Christmas. And same with Halloween. And somebody had like a Halloween setup that made me super sickly nostalgic. And I wish I could recreate that for you guys for Halloween. I might do that, but I don't know. It's really difficult to do like flesh stuff with the VTuber stuff, but they had like a CRT TV playing like Halloween episodes, and they'd have like really the like Halloween and like the exact same thing you would have as a kid that made you so sick. A good community game is Mecha Chameleon. Yeah, I haven't wanted to play Mecha Chameleon. There's a couple other ones too. Have another one. Have another community. To be honest, just chatting stream would be nice. Yeah, I think so too. But yeah. So yeah, I based TLDR, realized you need exercise, got a little bit more into looks maxing. I've been following, I'm gonna do a looks maxing teaching maybe this weekend or maybe this Friday or next Friday, because it depends. But I've been following Timothy Harrieth and his journey with looks maxing. Fuck, man. Listen, sometimes you look at somebody and you think to yourself, I want to see, like, maybe I wouldn't have 30 surgeries, but this guy is having 30 surgeries, and I want to see what happens. If he's happy with it. And so I've been following a lot of looks maxing stuff recently, and then, honestly, sometimes it can be toxic, but I will say that it's been fueling my wanting to be better, like a better version of myself. So it's like, the de-chuddening, if it ever does happen. I played How to Fish with Gina Naki, it was fun. Dana's been oh yeah, I remember How to Fish. To be honest, been trouble getting enough people together to do TTT again, but I want to do it at some point. If we do TTT, we have to do like murder mystery and then cycle with another thing. Don't use hammers like some do. That's like another part of looks maxing that it's like, a lot of people are just injecting themselves with random shit right now. But yeah. And so now it's like I realize how important gym is, and like really trying to get like push myself physically, and hopefully I get to a place where I am strong someday. That's my one goal. I mean, I'm on the path to it. I'm happy being like picking at it like some gambler wanting to look at the mines and finding diamond. The gambler that if you don't keep mining, when are you ever gonna win? Ow. You can't hit it big if you don't chip at it. Someone please make buff milk with huge broad back shoulder. What the hell? Crusaders King's baby making competition. Ooh, that's true. Although I'm still having a little bit of trouble understanding how some strategy games work. I think that's just because I can't tism into them super hard enough. Exactly, go put all your savings on Red. Red, if you're out there, what happens if we put what are you gonna do with the money we provide you? If each of us gives Red our life savings, what will he do? We could also play Super Battle Golf. I really enjoyed it. Oh, yeah, it's very cutesy. So yeah, that was my realization, and then I did a lot of... I got a little back into programming. I'm still iffy on it, but I'm trying to pick my brain with it.
Milk.
I want to
Chinese
have...
believe that eating the organs of animals helps that organ of them get stronger. Clearly, to get big muscles,
Oh, you
must
have a
eat
good
Jornson.
point. Jordan Johnson. How about we just dissect you?
Computer, make Milk feel loved and appreciated by her fans and loved ones now.
I do. Oh, that's the second thing I wanted to talk about. You guys... I missed you guys a lot. And... I didn't realize how much I would miss you guys. Like, obviously the time I took off, it was needed. It was so needed. Because I was running on Steam, and I was physically also running on Steam. And the Steam machine's not even out, so how did it happen? Parasocial Milk. It doesn't matter. Parasocial is okay until you get the wrong person. Yes, I missed him too. And so, I don't know, man. It's like... I always think that I could have never made it without you guys, of course. Like, you're the building blocks of everything. Yeah. and I don't know, I really appreciate you guys. Like I've said before, Chunnies come and go. You know, you guys are going to get to points in life. And I just... At any point, even if you guys cease to be here at some point, I just wish for the best for you guys. Like, I'll always be happy for you guys. And I want to repay you guys if we ever make it big. I mean, stuff's in the works. I just can't... There's so much stuff I can't release. Like, I have to wait for 2.0. And I have a really good feeling about 2.0. Aw, you should, like, PayPal us $1,000 to show how much you appreciate us. Hey, I put all my savings on red. It's too late.
Act 6, Scene 2, continued Croontail. My lady, I could never perform your request.
Is this another act?
Elia Ardain, oh? Is it too fast for you?
Why is Skyrim like
Croontail,
this?
I fear that it might damage my
Why is there
instrument.
so many weird things in
Elia
Skyrim?
Ardain, ah. But you seem to handle your instrument so well.
No.
Croontail, you flatter me, my
I'll
lady.
handle. I'll...
Elia Ardain, yes, well it is such a
Makes me
large
so
and magnificent
angry.
piece. May I hold it? Croontail, goodness no. The innkeeper would never approve of such a public
Why is
display.
it a public showing? Why is it a public display? Oh, but yeah,
Charming Chunnies got me charging into brick walls when I don't get to talk to them for weeks.
they are very
It's too
charming.
much to handle.
Each individual chunny.
Please never stop streaming, as in 24/7 round the clock.
Oh no.
That way we feel guilty for leaving and we are forced to watch forever, so Chunny Brotherhood never dies.
Well, like I said before, it was my worst fear coming back and feeling like it was my worst fear to be forgotten. Like, I hadn't taken a break this long. It's so long. And I think maybe like 6 plus months, 7 months maybe. Because even in April...
Perhaps away from
No!
the noise of where we both may enjoy your tremendous talent.
No!
Croontail, surely you don't mean for me to accompany you to your room? Elia Ardain, indeed I do, my sweet.
Why does it always
Indeed,
end
I
like
do.
that? It's like a haiku. Indeed
End of
I
Act
do,
6,
my
Scene
sweet.
2.
Indeed I do. It always, they always end that way, which is really weird. It's probably the same guy writing that. I mean, the fear may suck, but better to run the risk and rest than burn yourself out. Yeah. So, I realized in my break, I was physically burning myself out. Same with content, like... I'm working on a bunch of videos, like clips, and that takes a lot of time too. And then on top of that, I'm still waiting... I'm waiting on one thing, but it's gonna be... It's really iffy, so... I gotta put off the long-form content, but I'm really itching to do it. I just want to have, like, a stable schedule and give... I want to do better. But there's so many things. And so now I have to fit in time of... oh, I need to go to the gym at X time, and I need to do this on my days off. And I really needed to figure out how to schedule that around life. The one I sent this time is actually a bootleg called Sultry Argonian Bard. What the heck? What, a bootleg? Was that written by a community member? And I think long breaks are needed sometimes. It's just part of life. So, that's what I did. But I did realize that you guys mean a lot to me. And it's really difficult, because it's like, oh my god. I want to provide better content, and so I really was grappling with how to approach everything, and feeling like my ideas were insufficient, and then feeling like I had ideas but I couldn't execute them. And it's a learning process. But I'm really happy and grateful and appreciative that you guys have stuck by me during that, because it's so difficult. This is why I sent you socks. Oh yeah, as well as the socks. Thank you so much, man. Every chunny is like, look at him, look at him. Every chunny is special, and not, no, definitely in the special way. Yeah, don't tell him that. Don't tell him that. So yeah, here's to doing better. I sit up and clap for you. With your hands? With your hands, right? I'm scared. Oh no. So yeah. There will be big changes. There is like a big rebranding coming, but it's not gonna be like a... Yeah, the piss monkeys. There's a huge rebranding coming, but it's not going to be like severe. But it is going to be a little bit more a little bit more strong. Man, I showed a clip from a recent stream that happened just before you got back. Yeah, you can send it, although I will probably not open it for a little bit, just because I want to make sure stuff doesn't start lagging on my thing. I need to upgrade my CPU and my thing. Oh shit. Let me see this. Thank you. I'm so glad it's clipped, actually. Give me 1 second. The hell?
Plumbing map exploring and we're just building bullshit.
Were you guys playing Gmod? What were you playing on Gmod? What the fuck? On it, like, listen, I like LARPing, but I have a really hard time understanding how to enjoy LARP in Gmod. Even though it's supposed to be like a sandbox engine, essentially. Oh no. We're exploring a map and we sequence broke. It was so hard we couldn't figure out how to complete the story. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a bunch of story maps that work that way. So yeah, let me see if there's anything else in my brain that I have to communicate to you guys. I don't know. I just think I'm doing better. I think I was in a hole. I dug myself a hole. And sometimes, here's the thing. Sometimes you dig yourself into a hole, and you are so scared of getting out of the hole that you stay in the hole. But you dig the hole, so it's like your own hole that you dug. Hi, Arcel. Imagine being a hole. No, you're in the hole. It's like your own. It's like that snake. The snake eating its tail thing, but it's yourself. So I guess essentially your head is like in your ass. Yes, exactly. And so I got stuck there. And now I think I'm finally coming out. Hopefully I don't fall into it again. Sometimes you gotta keep digging in your own hole, so that you need to realize you gotta dig in someone else's hole. I don't think I want to dig in someone else's pool. I just wanted to stop digging in my own. And now I think it's happening. So, for streams, I'm going to have a little bit more formulaic content streams, and
What
we're
if you
hopefully gonna
turned
make it
into a
out.
bottomless pit, but then they find the bottom and nobody can figure out why the bottomless went away.
That's really scary, but that makes sense.
Y'all ever dig a lil when y'all wipe?
No call. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. Mainly because what happens on the Golden Throne stays on the Golden Throne. But I will say, if you're not leaving that shit squeaky clean, you got something wrong with you. You gotta leave it squeaky clean, man. I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to tell you guys, but I don't remember now. I went on like a whole rant, but we kept getting sidetracked, and there's so much stuff happening, so now it's gonna forget. Huh? Just leaving that hang there? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? I can't remember now. The only bad thing that I can tell you guys is that I feel like... Do you guys ever feel like you're regressing somehow? I'm watching, like, really old stuff. And I'm having, like, these... You guys know that I collect dolls and stuff, right? But I'm having, like, this extreme, like, going back to my roots thing. Where I'm just... That's what's happening. Like, obviously, I have sort of completed my collection. To the point where I have parted ways from some of them. But now I'm just regressing, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. So for some reason, when my manager and I would bring stuff from a truck, she casually asked if I had a knife. Because we have to cut the plastic, but still, why so casually? Well, you have to cut the plastic, no? Yeah, I've been feeling that lately. Been on a treadmill, but also going backwards at the same time. It's uncomfy. I don't know what to do about it. It's scary. Which is like, I'm going forward, but at the same time, I'm falling into like super insane comfort. Like getting joy from stuff that adults don't get joy from. Or I guess I don't want to say they can't get joy from it, but that's it. Like, I don't know, man. I like looking at stuff and holding it, and then I put it back and display it, and that's mainly it. But it's like I'm such a soy for it. And then this 12-year-old kid comes up to tell my manager she looked like his aunt because she was cute. She looked like his aunt because she... What? I mean, I guess that's a way of him calling his aunt pretty. If I was somebody's aunt, you know... I'd like to be thought of as, like... You know, cutesy. I should probably get a journal and write about my thoughts instead of screaming at people who think black budgets are real in 2026. Am I the only one? Like, I know journals are supposed to be a good thing, but I hate journaling. I absolutely hate...
What
the fuck is this, man? Johnny, stop! He's summoning something! Put him down! No! Avert your eyes, guys. I don't know what this Chinese summoning. What the fuck? You guys are abusing the fuck out of the text to speak. I guess it'll offset the economy somehow. My furniture is floating, fix it. No, that's just what you get for living in, that part of the world. Okay, listen, I don't want to shame anybody who uses journals or journals, but I always felt, even as a kid when I would try to journal, and it's like, I wrote some crazy shit down in the diaries, bro. No, you would have to pry my, like, diaries from being 12, like, from being, like, 8 years old out of my dead hands. I can't do it, man, but even when I was writing those as a kid, I felt it was so gay. Like, not in a like that's gay way, but as in like I just couldn't do it. Like, I felt really embarrassed and childish writing in a journal. And even now it's like, why am I writing this? That's what my brain's for. It's because we're stupid. What do you mean? I think my greatest fear is meeting certain ooms from online in real life and realizing they are morbidly obese. Why? Why are you scared of your ooms being morbidly obese? I mean, I think it's part of it. Come on, you probably look at what you write and say, what the fuck I just wrote, but it's supposed to help you understand yourself better, but that's what your brain's for. Like, when I think about journaling and diarying, why am I writing this stuff down? It's in my head already. Like, I'm having dialogue in my head already. Why do I need to write it down? I'm already conversing about it in my head. Yeah, and you are gonna keep track of your brain thoughts, right? I don't really keep track of my brain thoughts unless they're incredibly important, so that's why I don't get the point of journaling. Like, you just want to have it as a historical document, I guess, but even then, why does it matter? The thoughts that you think at some point, you think millions of thoughts a day. And if they're really important, you're just gonna store them in your head. But I just can't do it, man. Like, I feel like I can't journal because my brain is the journal. And if I'm already thinking to myself, if I'm already having a thought, why should I write it down? If it's important enough, I'll think about it and I'll put it in my memory and I'll think about it later, or I'll digest it and converse with myself and have a you know, introspective dialogue. But otherwise, it's like you let go of them. You let go of the thoughts that are kind of useless to you, and you're like, okay, well. And it's like, as for memories and journaling memories or trips and stuff like that, or like special events, I don't journal those because they're in memory already, right? If I value or cherish a memory enough, it's gonna be in there. You know? Maybe I won't think about it all the time. Or maybe I won't remember it for like a year because I like have no reason to think about it, but chances are that if it's important enough, I'll just think about like, oh, that happened. You know? I don't know, it's like, I really value the fact that I have a good memory and I can just dig random stuff out for my brain. See, like, I'm thinking thoughts right now. And I'm thinking about random shit, and I'm like, well, they're not too important, but they're in my brain. Should I have had them journaled? No, they're gonna pop up eventually. All the really important stuff's gonna pop up if I retrieve it from my memory. Digging your brain to exactly. There's no reason to journal if you have it in your brain. I just don't get journaling. I get, artistic journaling, I guess. Like, I'll never shame anybody for journaling, but it's just not for me. I guess artistic journaling as in making... I like taking photographs, right? And then making, like, little journal pages. Like, I like that because it's like, oh, this memory, and I'm gonna make it look nice in this book. Or this is a cute picture. I like photography a lot because you can make those memories. You can journal the memories, right? In a way that you envision it. Like the beautiful parts of those memories. But that's just the beautiful, like, visual aspect of it. The emotional is what you get when you stare at it. So it's like, that's why I don't get journaling. I don't know, man. This is a whole rant about why I don't journal, but I just can't do it. I've always felt like it. I don't know. I've always felt a little weird about it because if it's like, if I'm journaling, there's no point. Huh?
What about chartistic journaling? Recording every log, lump, and dookie you drop in the John on the daily?
Oh no.
This seems invaluable to me.
No, I knew a couple of fellas who did chartistic journaling. Not for any particular reason or for any reason of reminiscing. They just did it as a statistical data thing. Which is what happens when you give programmers anything. They'll just fucking, like, make statistics in R and analysis models off of their shits. Like, that's... It serves no other purpose than having data on yourself for some reason. I don't really want to do that. Milk, do you have or did you ever have any OCs for fun? Well... That's really embarrassing. Oh no, I don't want to admit this. Oh. My current OCs are obviously Chuni, which I have showed you guys before. I'll show you guys again because it's like, I miss her. I haven't pulled her out in a little bit. If I can find her. Chuni. Where's Chuni? I don't even know where I put her. Hold on, give me a second, guys. So, Chuni is my first OC that I have had in a long time. And so is... Fuck. So is, what's that fucking orange fruit? Clementine. Clementine is my other OC. Those are my two modern-day OCs. It gets really bad when you start thinking of the other stuff. Hold on, I'm trying to find Chuni. I don't have a picture of Chuni here. Uh-oh. God damn it, I lost her. She was right here. I'll see if I can find her. But this is my OC Chuni. This is a little bit of an outfit spoiler for the 2.0, but it's fine. She's on the right. She's not like, she's not my OC technically, but it's like my adopted OC. Bro, I got an OC comment, there's no shame. No, there was really weird shit with my OCs. Yeah, this is my daughter Chuni. Technically she's like, I don't know if she'd be her sister. Maybe they'd be sister. I just think they're best friends. So that's Chuni. I think I have another picture of her as like an actual thing, but I don't know where I put her. Let me see if I can find her. Her original name was Chuni, by the way. I didn't give her the name Chuni. Okay, I have this one of her. Oh. What happened? Uh-oh. 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 It's gone. Hold on, let me... There we go. This is her. She definitely looks on it. She's so cute. So that's her. That's Chuni. And then my other OC is Clementine. I don't think I have a picture of Clementine on here. I think it's on my laptop. She's like a dog, she's orange. She's like a dog ice cream. Like she looks like the orange ice cream things that you get as a kid. Judy but Shuddy. Yes. But I don't think I have the picture of ow. I have a picture of Dreamy Bowl apparently. But I I don't think I have her on here. No, I don't have her. I don't have Clementine on here. Her name's Clemmy. Okay, time for bed. Gotta work in the morning. Hustle. I'm so glad you have a job now. Thank you for stopping by, Patches. To be honest, the funny OC I made is Jumpy the Pikachu. Bro is a Viber and Lady's Pokemon. I forgot how it happened, but the world ended and his mitosis into being the universe. I have the plushie still. Well, you made a plushie of him? Found them behind my headboard when I moved from my last place. Dude, that's so cute. Jumpy the Pikachu. And the Lady's Pokemon. I forgot how it happened, but the world ended and he mitosis into being the universe. Maybe he was gonna do that to your entire headboard. Chlamydia. That's not her name. It's Clemmy. Or Clementine. Not chlamydia. So those are my 2 OCs. I have sort of another one, but I don't have the artwork finished for her, so it's like, meh. And then... how does she look like? I just said she's like the popsicles that you get. You know when you're a kid and you have those popsicles that are orange and white on the inside? I might have her as a post on my Twitter, actually. Let me look real quick. I absolutely hate the layout of Twitter. Twitter keeps ruining their thing, like... I guess I didn't post the updated one. This is like really old artwork, so it's a little ass. Hold on. I want a cigarette asset. This is Clementine. Oh my god, she's so big. Clementine. Clementine. Oh no. That's her. I've done better artwork. That should be a cow. Why? Why? This is a tall girl. She's super tall, but she's supposed to be like those not Great Danes.
Just resubscribed for 16 months.
Chauncey, thank you so much for a resub. Hi. We're going over all my OCs right now, or my current OCs, and then my old OCs. I'm really scared to talk about. Collie. She's like a border collie, like that type of dog that's got really fluffy. How are you doing, Chauncey? How's your wonderful Monday? Is it Monday? I think it is Monday. It is Monday. So that's her. Look at her. Look at her. She's so cute. She's really tall and fluffy, but I haven't done more artwork of her. Yeah, we're talking about Shunny and Chlamydia. Yeah, this is Chlamydia. No. That's Chlamydia. And then Shuni, but I already lost Shuni. I don't have him. And that's Shuni, and obviously me. Look at that. That's me. Oh, that's future me. That's future me. Little bit of a design leak, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not like you guys know what it looks like. I'm doing well. Work was a little busy, but I don't mind too much. Other than that, I don't know really. Ooh. You play any games recently? There's been so many hits. We're so close to the milk nerf. Hey, it's not a nerf. Get a heavy cream model. I think I'd get canceled if I got a heavy cream model. Just how Bao the Whale got canceled for her heavy Bao model. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Can't have heavy cream, but it'd be. I could do like a PNG tuber of a giant heavy cream model in like a fucking a Walmart cart. I started Kingdom Hearts 1 about a week ago. Ooh. Oh, I bet you're having a blast with that. Is it on Steam now? Is Kingdom Hearts on Steam now? So those are my 2 OCs that I currently have. The other one's a little work in progress. I keep switching between like a vampire and a cat girl. Cat girls are really naturally cute, but then it's like vampire. Like, it's like I feel like vampire girls are a little bit overused because they're always like succubi or something. I won't say it's an upgrade, but that is a matter of perspective. I am just gonna say it is a reflection of of me now, because that's all I'll say. It's closer to how I feel about myself. There's many cat girls, yes. But it's like vampires, like meh, meh. And then the reason I didn't want to talk about my old OCs is because it's really, really, really embarrassing, and every 12-year-old girl, not every 12-year-old girl, but for some reason, by the way, for some reason, at the limited internet access that I did have, because I didn't have a lot of internet access until way later in life, unlike the other children. It was still unsupervised, but anyways, like any other 10 to 12-year-old girl, you end up being a Fujo somehow. Not really sure how. Sometimes it just happens randomly. You're watching a show and you're like, man, wouldn't it be fun if... It's not fun. Anyways, the first 2 OCs I had were... I don't even remember their names, but I remember what they looked like. One of them was, this very pinkish, salmon-colored vampire guy. And that was one of them, right? That was one of them, right? Vampire guy. And the other one was, I think it was just a regular dude. I don't really remember what he looks like. I think he had like split hair dye or whatever. I can't remember. I don't know. I don't remember if he was like a... Did he have legs? I hope so. Did his legs work? I don't know. It's like very fuzzy in memory now. I don't know if I have the art books still. Oh no, wait, I remember. It was like orange and white hair. But that's, I don't really know what else. Those two guys, right? Those were my two guy OCs, and they happened just to love each other very, very, very much. Like any other Fujo, it was inevitable what would happen. I also would write fanfiction about them. The dark and grim days. The dark and grim days of childhood. Oh, I hate it. I hate talking about this. Do D&D characters count as OCs? Yeah. I think so. If they're like a character that you like and you carry them in your mind somehow, and like they're always your go-tos, and you have like a like world building around them, I think they count as OCs. Yeah. Should I aim for Hollowstar's English? Huh? It's Hollowstar's English. How much for you to read was one of your fanfics? They're long gone, dude. You know how I had talked about... Yeah, any character you create yourself as an OC. Yeah, exactly. You guys know how I talked about... I don't know if I talked about this publicly, so this will be for the grave, okay? This will be for the Chunny grave. When I was younger, I wrote a certain Attack on Titan smut fanfiction on Wattpad that would go on to have some million amount of views and reads and favorites. My most popular my only uploaded work and my most popular work. And what do you mean that was you? Like you recognize? Yeah, there we go. You scared me. Anyways, yeah, it was on there, and I wanted to take it down, but I could never bring myself to it, and eventually I was going to, and then I was like, you know what, I'll leave it and come back to this thought later. And so I had changed like the email and password on the account. I don't know what it is anymore. Like, I don't know how to access it anymore. So I never ended up, I'm locked out of it essentially because I don't know. I don't remember the info on there, dude. It's been like probably a decade or more. But recently, I don't know if you heard the news, but recently Wattpad had like this whole smut shutdown where they banned like a lot of smut or something. So I'm fairly certain it's gone. Finally, Fate finally decided to close that chapter, that literal chapter. I don't know, man, but if it was largely successful, I'm guessing my writing was good enough to make some people happy. So, yeah. That being said, whenever you guys go on to have children, and if you happen to have a daughter, don't go through her artwork, and most definitely don't go through her writing. That's like absolutely mortifying. Like, this is the exact stuff that haunts me. Like, even now, I think about it sometimes, and I want to just crumble and fold my spine into myself. So, sometimes it's better not knowing. I think I can own up to it now that I'm... You know, it's been long enough. It's been long enough, and it's a funny story to tell now, but at the time, that would be even more mortifying. First-hand experience. But yeah, those were my original two OCs. I don't know, man. I've since had like OCs here and then, but mostly those were the two that stuck. I don't really consider an OC like an OC unless I entirely dedicate like lore to it and not established design, but like emotional attachment. I think that's probably what kind of defines OCs for me. If your original characters, like if you're emotionally attached to them, they're and you think about them sometimes, and it's like they might as well be real people. Did you write the Walking Dead fanfic? Yeah, in fact, my script for the Walking Dead fanfic was adapted into a film that you may be familiar with. Something about, I don't know, one of the characters needing a cure, and the other one being like, he could provide him with the cure, but he'd have to, like, inject it, like, deep inside of him. Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, thanks. It's a good time to shut me up. Daryl X Merle, no! Like a blood transfusion. Exactly like a blood transfusion. A D&D NPC I made was a sorcerer named Nina who has one healing spell, but the flavor text was that you felt like you were burning alive before you- Ow! I mean, that makes really if you have like some ultimate healing spell, and it's gonna heal like insanely, that thing's gonna hurt for sure. Why do I think of that one gay version of The Walking Dead? That's what we're talking about, dude. Why is there a Daryl X Merle fanfiction? That's disgusting. But yeah. I think that's about all my rant for today. We've done, like... Man, I missed you guys. I'm so glad to be back. I'm really gonna work hard to give you guys some nice quality, I think more than anything, I want it to be, like, more spontaneous content. Like, I always write a list down of things that I should teach you guys that you may not be familiar with. Oh yeah, I have to read bedtime story tonight. Holy crap. What do we do if we have 3 bedtime stories? Oh, each one of you guys needs to give me a bedtime story. Write a Rick X Shane story. It was never about Lori and Shane. It was always about Rick and Shane. Did you lose the token? Do you mean the sheet for it? What would you guys like me to read tonight? The Lusty... No! Well, it is a very short read, so it's not that bad. Read the Daryl X Merrill story. I did not write such Daryl X Merrill. Morning Glory Milking Farm. Hey, just because there's milking in the book does not mean we should read it. I think the book talk people honestly get a little crazy. I didn't know that monster stuff was super popular until pretty much this month. Like, this was I made so many discoveries this month. I made the discovery that if you leave mold in a water bottle, no, not if you leave mold, if you leave water in a water bottle for like a year, sometimes mold may not form inside there. Can you believe that? You still have to wash it. It's still outside. It's not, you know, cleaned. I want you to read one of the Magic Treehouse books, your choice. Oh, what was your favorite Magic Treehouse book? Hold on. Mine was always the one with the unicorn or something. And there was like another one I really liked. Oh, shit got kind of awesome at the end. Blizzard of the Blue Moon was my favorite one. Although I don't know if I can read the entirety of the Magic Treehouse book tonight. Milk, what are we gonna dress as for Halloween? Honestly, I don't know. I already have a feeling that a bunch of girls are gonna be dressing as Nikki from Obsession. And it's gonna be... Every year a movie comes out or a show comes out with some costume. And every year, everybody swarms to those, like, 2 costumes. So that's definitely what people are gonna be this Halloween. Which sucks, because, like, I've been wanting some boots. They're the Steve Madden, Rocky... I forgot what they're called, but I've been wanting those boots for, like, a year or 2. And I've been trying to find them for cheap, but now people are, like... They yoink them! They grab them every time, like, getting an affordable used pair is so hard because people just snatch them up. The Rocky boots, I think is what they're called. But for me, dress up as Margaret Thatcher, I think not. I remember liking Vacation Under the Volcano, the Pompeii one. I don't know, I don't remember that one. I don't remember if it was depressing. I know they did like non-fiction at some point, which was really cool. Dress up as Ariana Grande. Yeah, I totally will. God. I don't know what I want to dress up this year. I'm honestly... I think I just want to be, the Dark Souls 3 Firekeeper. Because I did Squirrel Girl last year just because I had already gotten the thing. But I really want to do, the DS3 Firekeeper. And it's not that difficult, but it's like, what am I gonna... Like, nobody's gonna recognize that, man. I doubt anybody's gonna recognize it. And you need like a wig too, and wigs are really itchy. You do realize that means you don't have to have exposed feet. Just wear, especially because the gown she has is like super long. Her feet are I don't even think her feet are visible in game, are they? I don't think so. I think it's like if she emotes or something. I might be thinking of the Dark Souls 2 Firekeeper. Emoting. Looking for a story. I got you. Your Duru, I forgot Nina died. What do you mean Nina died? In your campaign? Our mask still goes in front of the eyes. Yeah, but I think there's like a see-through thing that people use. But then I'd be like the shortest firekeeper ever. And I'm scared of that mainly because the garment is gonna like drag. Dark Souls sounds cool. If you haven't played it, I would definitely recommend it. It's very charming. Why'd she die? Aww. I think I'm gonna bring back my One Piece crocodile cosplay for Halloween. Yeah, honestly, Halloween's kind of turning into cosplay-ween, and I don't mind it at all. Like, pop culture... Sorry, there's a moth in my room. God dang it. It scared me. I'm gonna be Axel from Kingdom Hearts. Ooh. She got nuked because she failed the check. I try not to get attached to, like, role-playing game characters because they die so fast. They never last. Unless you're that one group that's been playing for, like, 30 years. I would love to dress up as a knight, but knight stuff is really expensive, so I'm just not gonna bother for that for another couple years. Milk is scared of Fluffy Butterfly. No! Moths eat your clothes. Do you not know that? I don't like dressing up unless it's Templar armor. Alright, hold on. Let me look up the Magic Treehouse book. I don't think I can read an entire book for bedtime story. Especially if you guys have redeemed like 2 or 3 of them. Is there another book that I may interest you in, or that you may interest in? Ooh. Bless our Internet Archive. I could read like a chapter of Blizzard of the Blue Moon. They're really short, but this is like 50. We might technically be able to read this, but I don't know. Read 50 Shades of Grey. 50 Shades of Grey. What about Rainbow Fish? I think we've read Rainbow Fish already. I miss Magic Treehouse. They were my favorite kids series. I blame the player. They just let the stand in the open after they were in a place they were not meant to be. Rest in peace, Mita. I could use a milk karaoke. I don't have karaoke. Oh! Yeah, we did. I remember Rainbow Fish. I don't remember who redeemed it. It was at some point, though. How about Banana Fish? What is Banana Fish? So for the karaokes, I'm honest, I kind of became really shy about singing, so that's why we haven't had many karaokes unless they're on holidays. But I will say, I've been practicing singing a lot, and the other day I popped off. I finally know how to reach notes that are super high, but it's like, I still strain myself a little at them, so I need to kind of look up how to go into like higher pitch stuff without it being sort of airy. I was doing Home Alone karaoke, which is when everybody is not home and when there's not a single soul in the house. I put on the karaoke and I try practicing singing. And I did pop off the last time because I think I was singing like a bunch of Lady Gaga. Have you read If You Gave a Mouse a Cookie? I don't think I have. Okay, so the Saga of Captain Wereshark. Let me make sure I can find that. If these are too hard to find, it's gonna be an issue. Because obviously I can't. Oh, this is Skyrim Book Club. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can open this. There's part 2s. Is there not a part 1 for this? Why is there 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? But where's part 1? Various Adventures of Cat. Where's part 1? I think I gained like 40k channel points since the last stream. How? Genuinely, how? Hello? You're not supposed to, by the way. I'm gonna do some bedtime stories, and then we'll do, I don't know what to do. Should I do Yun Yun Syndrome, or should we just have a remaining of a chat stream? We've been chatting for like almost 2 hours. Check on UESP. I'm on UASP.net, but there's only part 2, 3, 4. See lore version. What is the lore version? There's only volume 2. I guess it starts at volume 2. Which would make sense since you're kind of like LARPing as finding old books. Don't know how I got 22k, but I do have it. What? Hi, Yari-chan. Hi. Maybe got a refund on the beers? Did anybody hold on, let me look at this. Because there should be a queue, right? Manage reward requests. Complete all. Where are the points? I thought I had under 2k before your last stream. Why is the economy breaking? What the heck? Yet another day when the Chinese economy, I swear I don't know how that happens. I might have to look into that because you guys are not supposed to get... You know what happens when the economy gets flooded with 22 plus... If it's like thousands upon thousands of Chunny points, do you know what that will do to everybody? I've got 23k points. How? Can I look this up? Let me look this up real quick. Viewers getting thousands of channel points. Twitch. How? Especially because I've been gone. Well, why do we have extreme inflation? I had 900,000 Chunny points before the stream, and now I only have 57k. There's no way you had 900,000. Mine were hard-earned and saved. Okay, that makes sense, but... What about the rest of the economy? What about the... Why? Stop crashing the economy, please. Is it because the queue? I have 50k. It was 809. How did you get an 896? We all distributed your point. Yeah. Maybe you gambled some, like, insane stuff. Rue, you're not supposed to fucking rob the bank. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hi. Hi, Bulbdex. How are you doing tonight? We're just chatting. We've been chatting about a bunch of random stuff today. No, there's no gambling. Well, technically we did have a bunch of gambling the past couple times. But... Oh, wait! I think I figured something out. Hold on. Do you guys remember when we had the horse races and we were gambling with the points? There was a specific option that but that was a long time ago, so there's no reason why it would give you guys anything like that. I honestly have no clue. I guess you guys were just lucky, but I remember there was we chose like the wrong option and like clicked the wrong button. It's still an odd number. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Sorry, I'm just trying to find your bedtime stories. I think I wanted to read if you give a mouse a cookie for the longest time, but then somebody else requested another book that wasn't that. So let me pull these up before we escape our chattings for the night. Oh man. And then we'll be on a regular schedule on Wednesday, so we'll actually have games to play. I had a dream the other night that I was out in public and found out a biopic was made about my life just by catching it on random TV somewhere. And fucking Dean Withers was playing High School Me. How? Dude, that's your worst nightmare. Dean Withers as Seductive Rue. Starring in The Life of Rue. Oh god. How's it feel, huh? Does he even look like you? Okay, I finally got the books up. Let me make sure all is well so that we can read. I'll read If You Give a Mouse a Cookie, and then I'll read the Skyrim one. I'll do it in that order. What the fuck? Why can't I full screen? Screw you. They won't let us full screen on the books anymore. Can you believe it? It's an actual fucking nightmare. View in full screen. Yeah. Fuck you. They're trying to take away our flippable books. Can you realize? Dude, they know that I've been using this shit for stream. They have to do. What the hell? Okay, well, whatever. We'll make do with this. Oh my god, fat Chunny, come on. He's so fat, it disgusts me. Give me a second. I have clicked something that was not supposed to be clicked, so I'm a little scuffed tonight. Oh, we could have this here. There we go. Which ones are my glasses? Vaguely, but not really. He looks like he's probably pretty short. I think he's 5'8". Like, we both have some Aryan features, but that's about it. I mean, it's a toss. It's like a coin toss. Not gonna lie. You guys probably look vaguely similar if you squint your eyes really hard. Alright, let me fix this really quick because it's gonna be jank. Because the website... The website knows. They know now that people have been using it. Maybe they know I've been using it and they've been stalking my streams. Can you believe that? Please. Please! Okay. Shift. It's always Alt. Okay, whatever. We can make do. Cowboys always make do. Disgustingly so. Alright. Let's get into some reading. Some educational reading. There we go. I wanted the rest of my sweater on. Come on, Mr. Chunny. We'll put him on my head. Ow! No big company watching your red librarian glasses ass. You shut your fucking mouth. You shut your fucking... You don't know that. What if they are? What if Flip 5 HTML is literally doing it? Wow, I love reading. You should. You should love reading because the majority of the children of this time are illiterate. And adults. Can you believe that? It's very sad, so please enjoy your education. So that we may have more. This book is about me. Are you a mouse? Are you the mouse that we give the cookie to? Because somebody's had a couple cookies too many. Sorry, that was mean. Alright. Luis Guzman would star in a Bunyard biopic. Huh? If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. By Laura Joffe Numeroff. That's a really funny name. Laura Joffe Numeroff. Illustrated by Felicia Bond. If you give a mouse a cookie. Great, they vibe coded their website so hard that it lags. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. That's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Look at the... Wait. You guys can't see the fucking mouse. That fucking mouse that I hate. That fucking mouse that I hate. That fucking mouse that I hate. I'm gonna put myself here. I don't know where I put myself. Because, like, then I'm covering the kid. It's okay. Ooh, wait. I'm gonna make this a smoother experience. There. Now you can see slightly more. When you give him the milk... Oops, you did not see that. When you give him the milk, he'll probably ask you for a straw. Greedy mouse. When he's finished, he'll ask for a napkin. A moutkin? Oh, look at the little mouse pad. His little feet. There's literally no place to put me. I'll just be really, really small. I'll be really, really small. So that you can still see the mice and his feet. Make it so you can bounce from corner to corner. Oh, I'm setting that stuff up. All the old readings. It'll take me a little bit though, because I have to... I'm trying to do a post-it one and much more. And then a poop redeem. Then he'll want to look in a mirror to make sure he doesn't have a milk mustache. He's so tiny. Dude, this house is a mess. They got like a pizza on the floor. They have butter. The cottage woman butter. They have the dish rag on the counter. That counter is really small. When he looks into the mirror, he might notice his hair needs a trim. So he'll probably ask for a pail of nail scissors. What are nail scissors? When he's finished giving himself a trim, he'll want a broom to sweep up. He'll start sweeping. Man, this mouse thinks he knows the rules around here. This mouse thinks he's the fucking owner of the house, but he's not. He thinks he can just waltz in this kid's house and do whatever he wants, huh? He thinks it's a fucking game. He might get carried away and sweep every room in the house. He may even end up washing the floors as well. Yeah, look at this mouse waltzing in and cleaning. Trying to earn his keep. Trying to clean up the streaks. When he's done, he'll probably want to take a nap. I'm really scared to swallow the moth that's floating around in my room. If I breathe it in with my mouth, I think I'd suction it. Like a vacuum. You'll have to fix up a little box for him with a pillow and a blanket. Stupid mouse. This stupid mouse. Milk's smaller than a mouse, it is. It is such an evil mouse, and now he expects a bed and a blanket. He'll crawl in, make himself comfortable, and fluff a pillow a few times. Fluff, fluff, fluff. That's like a makeup sponge, that's not a pillow. He'll probably ask you to read him a story. So you'll read to him from one of your books. And he'll ask to see the pictures. There's a cat in the picture! Look! There's a cat, and I think that's a lion or something. I'm trying to squint, but I really can't see. It's a hut. There's a man that's naked, too. Oh, this is about cavemen. I didn't know they had cats during caveman period of time. When he looks at the pictures, he'll get so excited he'll want to draw one of his own. He'll ask for papers and crayons. He'll draw a picture. He needs to get a damn job. No, he's too busy drawing a picture. He's literally me. This mouse is so goddamn entitled. Who does he think he is? He thinks he's the... he's the big mouse. Big C. Owner of the Big C. The big Chuck E. Cheese. He thinks he's the big Charles. If I were to draw a picture, I would literally draw, like, him burning alive. No! When the picture's finished. That's his family, that's his... Correction! We'll draw his entire village burning alive. Bro thinks he's Big Cheese. I know, right? Big Charles Cheese. Probably that bald shit from PBS. Big Jeffrey Cheesestein. No. No. He'll want to sign his name with a pen. This guy's... Dude, do you guys see the amount of ashes? This kid, I think the theory about burning, like, his family down is true. There's no reason you'd have, like, tons of ashes all over your furniture. Then he'll want to hang his picture on your refrigerator. I got an idea of what he can hang on my refrigerator. A really, really tiny noose. Which means he'll need Scotch tape. He'll hang up his drawing and stand back to look at it. Okay, this is kind of sweet. He looks so proud of it. Looking at the refrigerator will remind him that he's thirsty, so... Honestly, you guys remember how in Stuart Little... You guys remember how in Stuart Little... They didn't choose Stuart, like... They didn't choose, like, a normal human child, so they went to the orphanage and chose Stuart Little instead of an actual, like, human child to take home. Imagine being one of those kids. Oh my god! Ah! Ah! There's a mosquito in here! Ah! Go away! These have been biting me literally oh my god. Hold on. Imagine a mouse getting chosen before you. Yeah, dude. I don't know where he went. I think he bit me. I feel itchy now. Fuck that fucking mosquito. I don't even know how he got in. I'm guessing it's a guy. It's a guy mosquito. I think most of the mosquitoes that bite you are girl mosquitoes. In the original book, Stuart Little was a deformed child instead of a mouse. Oh. Well, in this book, he's a mouse that really likes milk. Female mosquitoes only bite. Okay, I guess it's a girl then. Sorry. And chances are, if he asks for a glass of milk, he's gonna want a cookie with it. If you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk. And that's only the beginning. If you give a mouse a cookie, he will ask for me. He'll give you a glass of me. Oh my god! I see her! Ah! 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 Hold on. I gotta kill her. She tried landing on my... I was about to slam my phone into the fucking headphones, but I didn't want to do that. Dude, something smells horrible here. Where'd she go? God dang it. It'll come back. It'll come back. It'll come back. Because it's bound to come back. Because it, because I'm the only, like, human being in this room. Milk doesn't scream like a normal girl. This girl just barks like a dog when she's scared. I just don't want it to bite me. And that was if you give a mouse a cookie. Now let's do the other story before bed. The Saga of Captain Wereshark. Which I think this is only starts from part 2 for some reason, so... Do forgive... I don't really know all the Skyrim lore, so forgive me. This will have to be in a bit of a... jankier setup. I think I can do this, actually. Yes, this works. I didn't know mosquitoes could bite you to clothes, but they did that. Do you guys know that only females mosquitoes bite? No, we didn't know. Nobody knew. What if you give a mouse a Glock? What was that meme a couple years ago? Biggie Cheese or whatever? He had that big chain. I can imagine that would happen. Alright, the saga of Captain Wereshark. Various adventures of Captain Wereshark and his crew. Once trapped in a sunken barrow surrounded by a horde of Draugr and confronted by an ancient undead prince, there were many ways a pirate crew might respond. Mighty Flicka's answer to Prince Vogger's demands was probably the most direct. She strode up to the skull-strewn dais, offered Prince Vogger a mocking grin, and socked him hard enough to knock his flaming crown right off his head. He doesn't become me because Glock is ass. Huh? What does that mean? Yeah, you are a mouse. That's weird. Good night, Rue. Thank you for stopping by, and it's good to be back, and it's good to have everybody around. And I hope you guys sleep well. And I hope Dean Withers does not invade your dreams tonight. I send him. I summon him. To battle, the mighty Flicka shouted for glory. The response from the Wereshark's once cowed crew was immediate. With a chorus of hoots and hollers, the pirates forgot their fear of the undead and laid into the surroundings Draugr. What's a Draugr? All mouse know is M1911 platform. Why? With clubs, daggers, and fists. Caught completely flat-footed. The damn dead of Skyrim initially got the worst of it. Unfortunately, Draugr, being no longer alive, oh, that's a race, are more resilient to clubs and knife than the average bandit. Despite the battering our pirates unleashed, Prince Vogger's horde responded in kind. Garnt Feathertoes was the first to fall. Even his legendary speed insufficient to evade a hail of arrows, he was followed to the grave by two of the painted cannibals we'd rescued from the Isle of Red Mist. Feathertoes was the first to fall. Even his legendary speed insufficient to evade a hail of arrows. The mosquito just bit me and it really itches. That mosquito bitch. He was followed to the grave by two of the painted cannibals we'd rescued from the Isle of Red Mist. The battle soon turned against us, even as Mighty Flicka's great axe split one Draugr after another in twain, and Vimy LaCroix's golden took eyes, ears, and guts. The Draugr pushed forward, hacking and cackling, crushed tight in the center of the crew. I raised my own club and prepared for the end. Yet before we could be overrun, the mad mage Neramo unleashed a ring of fire that expanded like a bright orange flower in the morning sun. It burned the nearest Draugr to ash and scattered the rest. "Run, you fools," Neramo shouted. "To the surface, bring the treasure." And bring the treasure we did. Yes, they should steal it. The undead of Norse mythology. The M1911 or a Draugr? Oh, Draugrs are the undead of Norse mythology? I didn't know that. Okay, so these are undead people. That's why they're resilient. Yeah, before we could be overrun, the mad mage Neramo unleashed a ring of fire that expanded like a bright Oh, I already read that. Blah, blah, blah. Each pirate snatched a handful of whatever they could carry. Gold, goblets, candlesticks. Why do you want a candlestick out of all things? All of precious metal or inlaid with precious jewels, and fled up the steps down which we'd come. Am I the only one that really would like gems and stuff? Like, if you remember as a kid, they'd always show like treasure and discovering treasure and having like rubies and sapphires and like gold and these like necklaces that are really intricate, and I'm sad because nobody gets to have those. Like, the average person will probably never lay their hands on such jewelry or metal. A massive hulking Draugr barred our way, but hard scales and his poisoned daggers tore into the silent rage. As I and the others leapt over the body, the Argonian held the rear guard, but I could see the disappointment. The Argonians are the lizards. I could see the disappointment on his face. Yet again, a seemingly worthy foe had failed to send him to Sithis. We were almost to the surface when a great shaking filled the dripping halls. It left us stumbling. Leading the way, as always, Galena Two Scars was the first to spot the danger. The stone door we'd forced open was closing, of its own accord. If we found no way to stop it, we'd be trapped in the sunken tomb forever. Just go rob the British and French museums? Yeah, but... actually, I don't even know if they'd have, like, high-tech security. They probably do now. It was probably easiest to rob the British and the French museums, like, probably in, like, the 1960s, or the 80s. After that, it's probably a little harder. Probably even, you could probably get away with it in the 1990s. Now, not so much. Yet before the stone door closed, the captain. One could not fail to recognize his flowing silks, his jaunted crown, and its hoard of colorful feathers. Captain Wereshark now held a bright glowing gem in both hands and shouted words I imagine might not be in ancient Nordic. His haunting intonations mimicked those of Prince Vogger. Why is there so many Voggers and Hoggers and Droggers and Daggers? The closed, they really like those words. The closed stone door shuddered, then came to a stop. With cheers of relief, the Wereshark's crew rushed through the open door, Drogger howling on her heels. Mighty Flickaguna, sorry, was the last to emerge, and I saw then she carried Garn Feathertoes on her broad back. At first, I did not understand her intent of risking so much. Garn was dead, but then I remembered that what Galena Two Scars always said: the Wereshark's crew's a family, and family leaves no one behind. Bro is part of the that one movie about cars, it's Fast and Furious. Family leaves no one behind. One of them was robbed in the last 2 years. Oh, that was the French one, wasn't it? Did they even find the people that did that? I think, because I thought they did like a really rudimentary job. Several pages before this had been torn out. We no sooner reached the surface of the frozen island when the dread words of Prince Vogger echoed through the air above and all around us. It sounded as if the freezing air itself was speaking his words. That is my treasure, mortals, my legacy. You will not steal it away. The great northern wind serves me. Where's this mosquito? I'm really paranoid. Yet, as we hurried up the extended landing ramps of the Pale Spirit, hauling our liberated booty, no more Draugr emerged from the sunken barrow to pursue us. With the haste befitting an experienced pirate crew escaping with a hoard of treasure, we made the Wereshark's grand vessel ready to sail. With pirates with longbows, ready to defend her, and a belly laden with the liberated treasure of a long-dead Draugr prince, the Pale Spirit unfurled her crimson sails. They stole the French crown jewels. 100% already had a buyer and just... yeah, that's true. Which is kind of crazy, because if you have a buyer, that can't be like an average person. It has to be somebody that's like super high profile. But that is also like... well, that crown will never see the light of day now. Never. Like, it's probably somebody that's gonna put it in their gigantic personal museum, and it will never see the light of day until hundreds of years from now. Kind of crazy. We left the frozen island and its sunken barrel behind, new snowflakes swirling around us as a northern gale fit our sails. Yet we'd barely escaped the island before the wind failed us. The once churning seas of Skyrim's coast became a placid lake, so still even a learned observer could mistake them for glass. There was no sound, no wind, even the lapping against the spirit's hull went silent. To those on the Granville, it was like we were frozen in time, but I suspected an even more terrifying fate. Prince Vogger, Prince Potter, haha, as Trenton had stilled the northern winds. While we could row, such activity was strenuous and slow. It might be days, even weeks, before we succeed in rowing to shore, and Pale Spirit's belly was laden with gold, not provisions. Hehe, I want my belly laden with load. We could not eat gold. We would starve amidst the placid sea, as the cruel and glowing eyes of Prince Vogger observed from inside his sunken tomb. Hi, Pods! The Twitch notifs aren't working today, huh? I hope you're doing well, though. We yapped so much today, now we're reading bedtime stories. No, Captain Wereshark declared. We are not defeated. I have Whoa, what is that? Galena 2 scars. I don't see 2 scars, but I have recovered the tool of the Entomb Prince, and with that, the scrolls we found on the island of Red Mist, we will defeat this sorcery. Led by mighty Flicka, the pirates and I cheered. Our captain had never failed us, no matter how dire the situation, I had no fear he'd fail now. Prince Vogger might be an ancient and powerful, but Captain Wereshark was the savviest captain which I'd ever sailed. With a merry bow and a wave, Captain Wereshark and Cracked Teeth, the cannibal priestess retired to the Wereshark's private quarters. Together, the captain assured us that he and Isle of Red Mist's fugitive queen would tame the magic we needed to escape. With our captain and Queen of Bones set to their tasks, there was a lot for the rest of us to do. Vimy played a merry tune. Who's Vimy? Hello? There's no image for Vimy? As Naremo sent sparks of magic into the empty air, determined to solve the problem on his own. He's a high elf who initially found outside a Dwarmer called Bethuzark on Stroh's Mackay. I need to play more Skyrim. What Skyrim is this? Is this Elder Scrolls? Some others arm wrestled or threw dice, while the more industrious of us, under the watchful eye of mighty Flicka, swabbed the decks clean of blood and checked the ropes and sails. When the wind returned, and we were certain it would, we'd need the spirit in her best form. Hours passed, morning turned up to noon, and soon Galena Two Scars and the two silent Bosmer, who always shadowed her, passed out at the day's rations. We ate too quickly, boasted too loudly, because of the deafening silence of a becalmed sea had us spooked. Even Bimy's merry tune grew mournful, and without the flurry of sails or creak of wood, the sound of froth rose against the hull. We moved! Like excited children clamoring to Daggerfall's walls to cheer an approaching Jester's festival, I and the others pirates pressed against the pale spirit lining. The pale spirit moved, froth spreading from her bow, but our sails remained limp. How were we sailing without wind? Galena Two Scars called out with joy from the stern, beckoning us to her. We rushed aft and witnessed two gargantuan shells beneath the waves, as well as the frothy movement of flippers, as big as our landing boats. I could not believe my eyes. Giant sea... Dude, I love giant sea turtles in media. They're really cute. How were you, Potts? Or have you been up to? Also, hi, Spider. Yum, 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 yum. You know, I've seen, like, people do the voicing for, like, a lot of really, like, girly book talkish books, and they always do it really weird. It's always like, as we watched in awe, Captain Wereshark and the Queen of Bones emerged from his I can't do it. Oh, it's such a listen, I give voice actors a lot of credit, because I couldn't imagine just doing that the entire time. From his private quarters, clothing in disarray. Both were flush with recent exertion, and it was only then I remembered the tales of the rituals practiced on the Isle of Red Mist. Tales perhaps too graphic for an account such as this, whatever the captain and the priestess had conjured in the Wereshark's private quarters. It had worked. Smiling with her bright red... Smiling with her bright red... where's red? Her bright yellow teeth. Cracked Teeth brushed aside the clattering bone charms in her hair and pointed it to the sea. Behold, ye simple pirates, the ancient matrons of the sea, Gnarlos and Stegofins. Your captain's prowess has earned their aid, and though it would be night before we reach shore, I already knew we'd escape this beclammed sea. It sucks. Okay, we have 3 more chapters to go. With our debts... I'm trying so hard to do it, but it's hard. With our debts settled, we bid goodbye to Gnarlnos and Stegofins, left with the frozen shores of Skyrim, and set sail laden with treasures twice as heavy as all the brave sailors we lost. The pale spirit was so laden with Nordic booty. I can't, dude. What is booty in the term of pirates? She plowed through the sea like a harbor seal, but we made port with so much a sailor overboard. Unknown to us, our next expedition would be the most dangerous yet. We reached the port in Wayrest, and it took only a few days before Captain Wereshark made the acquaintance of Duke Gignac, the aging Breton adventurer. He purchased many of our Nordic relics, and impressed by my captain's legendary charisma, and more importantly, the urging of his oldest daughter, Lucette, my captain suckered the old man into funding the Pale Spirit's next expedition to the Marmor Islands of Pandonia. Wearing a new red feather from the Lucette in his crown, the Wereshark returned us to sea. Our stated purpose was to do what we could to open a permanent trade relations with the Sea Elves. I'm a Sea Elf. But the Wereshark, as always, intended merely to plunder all we could. Aside the war galleons of Cliff Racer and Silver Arrow, hired from Belarus Halalu, from a decent fee and percentage of the booty. What is a booty? Is that like a... We sail with the wind at our backs, and what is it? Is that a... What is it called? The thing that they give to them to pay for the thing, the mission. It means treasure. Oh, booty is treasure. I thought it was like bounty. Yeah, more like butt cheeks. The sound of snapping windscreen men drifted off at this Wereshark. Huh? I'm lost. Things went just fine until they didn't. Those Marmor sea serpents, they weren't just legends. Our first encounter came shortly after we sighted the jungle owl common to sea elves, the distant cloaked by a dense fog.
My loyalty to the Empire.
What? Good night, Red. Sleep well and behave. Got it? The Wereshark rallied every sailor capable of swinging a sword. Dude, I'm lost. Hold on. We're lost, man. Our first encounter came shortly after we sighted a common to the sea elves, the distant cloaked by a dense fog. The sound of snapping wood and screaming men drifted across the sea as the Wereshark and myself. Every armed sailor rushed to Pale Spirit's deck. We were just in time to see Cliff Racer's broken hull sinking below the waves, wrapped in scales of an enormous stakes. Never one for half measures. The Wereshark shouted for every archer in the boats to lose arrows. Arrows peppered the slimy beast as it dragged the Cliff Racer to her grave, yet no shaft could penetrate the beast's thick, hard scales, covered in glistening black serpent blood. And behind him, the bobbing length of massive Marmor serpent, stiff and dead as something dragged by a barn cat. Ooh, cat's highlighted. Cat! Now don't ask me how hard Scales managed to get his daggers through its scales, or how he managed to breathe under the sea for all that time. What is a sick spelling? Or how he knew his poison was vile enough to drop a snake twice as long as a galleon. All I know is Hard Scales never talked about it after, save for the expression of disappointment over failing to meet Siddis once more. As we took the survivors from this Cliff Racer, the Wereshark pledged a chest of booty to Hard Scales. No one complained. Wary of more serpents. Do they call your butt booty because it's supposed to be like a treasure? Wary of more serpents, the Wereshark gave orders to anchor off the shore of the fog-cloaked jungle isle. To which clip that. I have to do research on that later. In shallow water where we would see anything between us and the seafloor, Pale Spirit and Silver Arrow sent 4 boats ashore with the Wereshark at their head. Yet no one watercolored sea elf showed his face when we made landing. We all thought the island abandoned. We could not have been more wrong. Maybe they should have checked the island before. Holy shit, we have 7 parts. Okay, we only have 3 more parts. These are really long. Damn, that makes sense, not gonna lie. You can only theorize so much. It was only after the crew finished dragging the boats ashore that it started. A regular growling and snorted and peppered, with ear-splitting snaps of breaking wood, like a wild boar running on a bed of rotted timbers. It came from somewhere in the thick cluster of skinny trees that crept up the white sand beach. Any other captain would have had us back on the boats and out to Pale Spirit before you could gather spit to fill a thimble, but the Wereshark's a little different sort. He called us all to order the white sand beach, his booming growl forming sailors up as pretty as a military procession. The first sailor to gut whatever beast made that teeth-grinding racket, the were-shark proclaimed, would get his pick of plundered items, as well as a well-was steak. What is a well-was steak dinner? Ew! Ew! I don't want to eat that. Just like that, the crew went from worried to eager for battle and nothing else. If you've never had well-was steak, dear reader, no, there's nothing better. The way Bar grows salt and cooks it, it tastes like beef, and there was a habitation to be found and looted. Oh, and salted cheese and slides down your gullet like greased plantains. No man who sails with the were-shark can smell it without their mouth watering, and I'll admit, even my own stomach grumbled at its scent. The were-shark broke us. Oh, just like that. The crew went from worried to eager for battle. I always have this thing with books where, like, I get lost really easily in them. Like, I could be reading here, and I'm like, oh shit, and I end up reading, like, here. Yeah. The were-shark broke us into groups. Hard Scales would lead a party consistent of Bugnose, One-Eyed Bozzy, and 5 sailors from the Cliff Racer along the beach, in case the forest beasts ventured out to the sea or there was habitation to be found and looted. Mighty Flickig would lead the tribe of Nordak swingers who signed on with us at the Starving Dog, east into the forest to kill or flush whatever was making that rhythmic growl. With Galena Two Scars allowed to scout, never did I see a wood elf happier to see trees. The were-shark chose to lead a group himself. That includes his royal foodmate, yours truly, the Snowclap twins, Vimy LaCroix, and the exiled high elf Neramo. We were sent to scout the rocky shoals to the south of our landing position and circle around to Hard Scales' group. We were smaller a party than the rest, but I've never met a knife ear better at making people explode than Neramo the Mad Mage. The shoals were treacherous but empty, and we trekked for almost an hour, listening to that horrible grounding, before we came across a bunch of empty huts and made of sticks, muds, and leaves. Nobody was home. There was nothing in the homes but giant egg shell fragments. It was confirmed the island was inhabited, or had been, until whatever it was that the forest got hungry and came out on the beach. The growling came and went, we teeth grinding as ever, but we'd heard no screaming or shouts of terror from the other parties. That meant whatever it was, Mighty Flicka hadn't found it yet. I almost pitied whatever it was making the racket until it stepped out to the beach and stared at us. A 4-legged lizard bull twice as large as Bugnose. The thing had green scales, and I swear by Maris... Who's Mara? Mara, goddess of love, attire tamer wolf. Oh, and skirts. A glittering trident shiny as one you'd see, carried by some stuffy alt-med Queensguard of the streets of Arden. Needless to say, no one objected when Neramo hit it in the face with a fireball. Ha 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 ha. After Neramo set the lizard bull on fire, the trident-wielding monstrosity charged. The were-shark ordered us back into the shoals, where the lizard's beast's footing became treacherous. The Snowclaw twins filled the beast with arrows, but could not bring it down, and I wished desperately for some hard scales of deadly poison. That's when Vimy sprang into action. Dude, Vimy's kind of my goat right now. He's kind of cool. Sprinting so fast I could hardly follow. The beast swung at her with its striding, but Vimy slid under the strike and vaulted herself onto its back, with no more effort than a mountain horse. Moments later, the lizard bull, I gotta know what Vimy looks like, had knives sticking out of both eyes. Blinded, all it could do was roar and swing its trident as Neramo set it once more aflame. With a fierce cry, the were-shark called us into action. He and the Snowclaw twins fell upon the beast with axe and blade as I called down the spells to aid and heal from afar. Blinded, burning, and exhausted, the beast fell, but not before a blind swing tossed Baldur's Snowclaw across the beach. Fortunately, the blow only hit its head, the hardest part of a Nord, and I ensured he didn't bleed for all that long, probably because they don't have brains. Beast dealt with it. The were-shark ordered us to search the huts one last time. I'm remembering the Skyrim RP. We found absolutely nothing of value, just those eggshell fragments. And so the were-shark wisely orders us back to the boats. The growling hadn't stopped, which meant more massive lizard bulls over to the trees. God damn it, dude! I started remembering the fucking Skyrim roleplay servers. An island filled with the fucking videos that I've seen on TikTok. An island filled with empty huts and lizard bowls was not the place to risk our lives. There were other pearls to be clutched. We returned to the beach. Wait, what does clutching your pearls mean? We returned to the beach to await the others, and when we reached it, we found an army of glistening sea elves. They surrounded our boats and hard scales, bugnose, and cliff racer survivors hostage. I learned later that the cat-hating bastard gutted one-eyed Bozzy, damn, for sport. Clove from view, the wereshark took our counsel. We couldn't leave Hardscales and Bugnose in chains. Besides, the sea elves had our ships. A Marmor warship was just visible, anchored between the Pale Spirit, the Silver Arrow, and the open sea, which would hinder our escape, even if we did manage to somehow return to them. After a moment of consideration, the wereshark made his decision. We would negotiate. He ordered us to wait in the shadows and attack only if he shouted, Stendarr's blood. Understand. Dear reader, we are pirates, and all pirates know the fate of one taken by sea elves. Any of us would gladly embrace the death gutting those knife ears over being carved up as storm sacrifice. If the sea elves refused to negotiate, the weresharks promised more than a few of them would be floating home. The moment the wereshark announced himself, over 4 dozen sea elves drew blades and bows and turned to him, milky eyes wide, while my captain sauntered towards them as if strolling down any crowded street in Abba's Landing. He kept his hands visible away from his sword hilt, and the sea elves had let him come. No doubt, Hardscales had told him of our captain's many exploits as instructed. When he moved to disarm him, the wereshark made no protest as they removed his swords and the daggers from his boots and the daggers from his belts and those up his sleeves. That was when the slimmest of the sea elves, a pale-faced fool in golden armor that glinted in the sun, approached my captain and backhanded him across the face. The wereshark spit out his feet and grinned wide. I glanced at Vimy, who rolled her eyes. Not a good start to the negotiations. Yeah, I'd be really pissed too if somebody smacked me when I'm trying to negotiate. Mighty Flicka shows the moment of charge from the forest with her Nords are howling like a pack of enraged whelps. 8 treading swinging lizard bulls in Ram Ranch rushed to the beach after them, chased by the gleeful Galena Two Scars. The sudden charge of tribe of blood-crazed Nordak swingers and the horde of trident-swinging lizard bulls might have rattled the sea elf captain, for he shouted a panic cry to his bowmen. They foolishly turned their arrows on the enraged beasts. Their futile attacks only enraged the lizard bulls all more, and on the calm motion, the wereshark shouted Stendarr's blood as we charged into battle. The enraged lizard bulls fell upon the frightened sea elves, ripping them apart, tossing them into the trees. By the time the sea elves rallied, forming a phalanx of shields and casting iron in the storms, Mighty Flick and the rest were past them, meeting us at shore. The weresharks had reclaimed his weapons by then, and the sea elves were too slow to flee. Fell as we freed our compatriots from bondage. Caught between a crowd of the most ruthless buccaneers to ever raise a snail and a herd of enraged lizard bulls, even a cluster of seals wilted like a moon blossom in sentinel's heat. A what? Oh. Desert heat. And eventually the surviving Marmor scattered and fled into the woods, chased by most of the lizard bulls. When the Ramu and Vimy to show the others how it was done, we took what few lizard bulls challenged us. After quickly looting every valuable we could from the elf scores, we survivors reached into our boats and pushed out to the open sea. All of us kept wary eyes on the air could see of galleon floating behind the Pale Spirit. New fog rolled in behind us, and I'll never forget the tortured cries of those sea elves as the lizard bulls chased them down and gored them. Despite the barbarous ways, I almost pity the poor bastards in Island, as the island's terrifying inhabitants slaughtered them to last. Captain Wereshark now wore the golden armored leader's helmet on his own head, though that was more of a mocking joke than a permanent adjustment. As if the Weresharks would ever truly doff his ever-changing tingle of marvelous color feathers. How would people recognize him? As we rode, the sea elf screamed. We waited for lightning or storms or another sea serpent attack, but we reached the Pale Spirit and clambered aboard the surviving ship with the Silver Arrow to the same. We set sail, but the sea elf warship stayed where it was armored. I knew then that the fool of a sea elf captain had not left enough sailors on board to sail his warship home. On another day we might have seized her, but we had neither the necessary crew to sail her nor a benefactor who would buy her. I watched the fog shallow the sea elf warship in the island of enraged lizard bulls. The screams persisted, long after we had both vanished from view, but soon there was no sound but the gentle lapping of sea and the flapping of Pale Spirit's mighty sails. We sailed with the Silver Arrow all through the night in case there were more sea elf warships in search of the first, but no others challenged us, probably because they all fucking died. The fog burned off with a new day to reveal another island far more promising than the last. As we slid silently forward and sailors readied weapons, we could see the glistening spires of sea elf architecture, and more importantly, no visible sea elf soldiers guarding our shores. This was likely another fishing village, so remote None expected an attack. Our haul from this raid would be massive. With a twinkle in his eye and his feathers flapping in the wind, Captain Werestrack ordered the attack. I want to know what Vinny looks like. Where is she? Vimy. Oh my. Okay. A Breton who is a follower in Narama. She becomes a member of the Spearheads crew after the events of Zark. When asked about her skills, she boasts that if the Spearheads encountered slavers, it'd be fine. Vimy could also be in Karten and Schulafting and Betnik, assisting Narama with his expedition. That's her old look. Whoa! She must have... This must have been way too scandalous for them to leave in the game, so they had... Dude, they censored her! They censored Vimy! That's so unfair! They refused to give our girl a belly button. Oh my god. Or a cleavage. Wow, how scandalous. I bet her feet were out on the first version of her. So disgusting. Look, she has her arms out. No, she already has her arms out on the other one. But her belly and her chest are out. Crazy Skyrim does not let a girl the Skyrim devs, Bethesda thought it would be a little too scantily clad if she had those portions of her body out. Lord forbid. That's funny. And that was the story of the saga of Captain Wereshark. Which... I guess people just fight each other, that's part... I don't know if there's a good guy or bad guy here, but lesson learned. Don't smack somebody during negotiations. All of your people will die. Wouldn't it be nice if that didn't have to happen? Well, chuns. Clap, clap, clap. Exactly. Exactly. I hope you lovely fellows enjoyed today's stream and enjoyed tonight's bedtime stories. I hope it gave you something to look forward to for tonight. Let's see. Do I have any last news? No last news. 2.0 is still in progress. Yeah. I mean, you fell asleep. Did you actually? If anybody is asleep right now, raise your hand. Damn, I got terrible timing. No, it's just my timing. I was supposed to stream earlier today, but we did a nice 3 hours of streaming. Can you believe it? It's so good to see everyone. Thank you, man. Thank you, all of you, for being here, even through my absence, and for being here, even though I've been gone for a little bit. I really do appreciate it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. 2.0 is in the works. She's being rigged. I'm so excited. Ooh, I'm so excited because the rigging artist is doing a fantastic job. Ow. And I'm so ready for you guys to see 2.0. I think we still got like 2 months on the timer though, so it's probably gonna be two months before you guys see any of her. Maybe a little bit more in case there's like a delay. Or sometimes artwork takes a long time and there might be a delay between stuff like that, but Milk going to evolve to a higher state. Yes, this is literally what's happening. I have some wishes that I really want to do for 2.0. For example, I want to send a batch of pins out to some chunnies, or do a limited release of them, and it's gonna be like a little pin, because I saw this like this little pin the other day that said something like, oh, here is a computer angel. It's a little sneak peek of what is to come, but it was like, computer angel, wearing this computer angel may help you to get online quickly and keep all the bugs out. And so I want to have like a little milk with a computer pin, but I don't know how much those are to manufacture, or if I can make, I might be able to make them out of clay and then, you know, and then do the wrapping in the box art myself and make it fully thing. So then you can stick your computer angel pin on whatever stuff you use, and it'll bless your computer. It'll bless your computer, and you'll never have bugs ever again, unless I'm in there messing around. Milk 2.0 is just a wobbly glass of milk. That'd be really funny, but it'd also be really unfortunate if you guys are like coming to stream and it's literally just it's literally just a glass of milk. Sounds way too cute. I'm gonna see if I could do that for 2.0. I'd be happy. I need to look at, I've never known like clay or ceramics or anything like that, and I think you can do metalwork too with silver, like silver that melts in the oven. So I could also do that, but I need to understand how to work that stuff first. If I make it homemade, I could maybe I could hope, if I make it for handmade, I hopefully can make it in an affordable way. If I make it via like manufacturer, I think that's way more expensive, because they only want to do business with you if you have like a lot of orders. But I'm gonna see if I can see any of the Chinese manufacturers for that sometime next month. But yeah, I'm so excited for what's to come. I'm gonna really try my hardest and work hard for you guys and get some more fun stuff in. Let's see who do we raid tonight? So who's awake? Mari is not sure what she's doing. Similar, smaller size. I could do Mongolian throat singing at this rate. Dang it, I've been wanting to raid this one girl, but I don't think I followed her on Twitch, so it's unfortunate. Let's raid. Wait. Let's raid Ooh, Flanzen's doing some sweet ass art. What a wreck. For next time, I just saw the artwork Flan's working on, and wow. Hell yeah, Mongolian throat singing. I think it's like, I can do the Chinese one, probably the one where it's like, You guys know what I'm talking about, right? It's honestly really beautiful. Like, I really like the singing that they do. I don't remember what it's called. Hold on, I'm gonna mute for a second to try it out. No, I swear it sounds better than that. That's not it. You be quiet. You know what I mean. It's honestly really hard because you have to put your voice in like a between pitch. That one sounds like the Dalai Lama. The what? Hold on. I'll look it up on TikTok and try to emulate it. Hold on. I got this. Chinese throat singing women. Yeah, the throat singing girl. It's supposed to be this. Oh, man. Okay, not that. This girl does it beautifully. You heard it professionally? Okay, okay, well, obviously I can't compete with that. I feel like it could be a really fun vocal sim, though. Alright, let me start the raid so we can raid Flanzen. I'm gonna open up the channel point redeems eventually. It's still not now. Probably, I don't want to put too much on my shoulders for debut, but maybe for Christmas. And do a small batch. But the thing is, like, I'm upping my art, and I'm kind of doing a lot better with drawing and meeting the goals I want for that. And part of that is that artwork now takes, like, way more, like, substantially more time, which isn't always good, but I'm in that stage where I know what I need to do, like, what looks good or what looks bad. So yeah, we'll do that eventually, don't you worry, all you inflated chunny point people. We have to break the economy somehow, right? Maybe I'll have like 100,000 redeem, or it's gonna be like... I don't know what I'd do for that. Oh, I wanted to think of something, but it's like... Fart redeem, no. Anyways, thank you so much, guys, for coming over tonight. Let me redeem 6 beers at once. You can only do it as fast as your fingers click. Oh yeah, we'll have the hopefully I'll have the piss redeem set up soon. The post-it note redeem and all that stuff. But I will see you guys later. Bye. Good night, good night, good night, good night. And sleep well. And please say hi to Flanzen for me.
셋별